welcome to my video. As you know, about every 3 weeks, I get up in front of my Royal LePage office and I just share with them my thoughts on the different happenings of the mortgage industry and exactly where that's taking us, where rates are, different programs that we have. So today on our agenda, I'm going to be sharing with you just that. First, we're going to get into some macroeconomic stuff and then some rate updates. And then we got a couple of updates about new OFSI implementations coming in for 2025, and then some other updates that whether it's Canada or the government of Ontario is going to be implementing, it's going to affect your clients' finances and the way that people will be able to buy houses and, in extension, get mortgages. So let's take it from here. All right, guys, so for our economic update, first and foremost, it's on everyone's mind, CPI. Okay, so what I've done for you guys here is we actually have the last couple of months of CPI, and you guys can really just see where it's come. Honestly, the biggest thing is there's essentially no change in CPI from November to March. And if you guys were to bring up October, I believe October is at 3.1 as well. So again, for the last 6 months, there essentially has been no change, no move in CPI. And back, at the end of last year, a lot of people were thinking, hey, you know what? If things continue to trend down at the rate that they have, then we should have rate cuts by even March. People were saying at the end of last year. Last year the rate of inflation was starting to decrease at a rapid level. We're not seeing that same trend continue this year. Inflation has become a little bit more stickier. And in extension for that, again, we'll see on the next slide, rates have been affected by that. So, the thoughts of a rate June decrease, again, I will say that the markets are still pricing them in, but, we still have 2 months until that rate meeting actually comes. And I believe, the talk around the markets is going to be, hey, you know what, June's out of the picture, now expect for September. Now, I don't want to get on here and say that there's no way that they're going to decrease in June, because there definitely is a possibility that they can decrease in June, 100%, for sure. The markets are still pricing them in. But what I'm telling people is pray for June, but prepare for September. Prepare your clients for September, prepare for higher rates for longer, because that's what I'm seeing out there. In terms of what you guys are going to need to know, the next CPI report is going to be coming out on May 21st. Again, this is going to be a big CPI report. We want inflation to be going down. With gas prices continuing going up, we're seeing, the volatile indices like gas, like natural gas, oil, and even shelter costs, those are running rampant. So things to keep an eye on. Now, where are rates? Despite inflation increasing, I've seen not many lenders increase their stated rates on their rate sheets. Now, what we can get on the rate sheets versus what we actually get clients is very, very different. What I've quoted on the screen here, that you guys will be able to see is right now on a 3-year. These are Scotia rates that I'm quoting. I'm seeing Scotia being a rate leader more than TD these days. So this is a 3-year 5.59. When everything's said and done on a 3-year, we could probably get that to around 5.2-ish. But now that inflation has proven to be a little bit stickier, I have seen, bond yields increasing. I have seen, the rate of negotiations slow down a little bit. The leverage that we have with lenders to decrease rates past what we're getting on the rate sheets, that margin is becoming slimmer and slimmer and slimmer. We don't have as much leverage because, like I said, the bond yields are up. Inflation is taking a little bit longer to come down, and that's affecting us in terms of the rates. What I was able to get someone in, let's say March, somewhere around 5.15. These days, you could probably expect to get around, like I said, 5.25. Again, these are still good rates, and it's going to be dependent on the deal. I don't get beat on rates. If you guys have a deal for me, and you need someone to, let's say, buy it down, or it's a good deal, maybe we don't even need to buy it down. I don't get beat on rates. These are where these are at, but again, they're just ballpark numbers for you guys to kind bit of know around where things are. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but this is very, very important. If you guys have clients that are on the brink of buying, they're, sitting on the fence waiting for rates to decrease. One thing that I'm going to tell them is, first of all, rates have already decreased. Prime is at 7.2. On a variable, you can probably look at getting somewhere around 6.2-ish. But, on the fixed side, we're looking at 5.2, right? So again, rates have already decreased. If people, are saying, hey, we're waiting for rates to decrease, they're already behind the eight ball. And now couple that with these new OFSI LTI proposals set to be implemented in 2025, it's going to change the game on how people get qualified. Right now, people are getting qualified versus debt, versus income. Okay, so how much debt are you carrying on a monthly basis versus how much income you have to supplement that debt? Well, OFSI, the organization that governs, the governing body of mortgage agents and mortgage brokers, they are set to implement new regulations for how to qualify people. This is going to be set for federally regulated banks, and it's going to be 4.5 times their income. So the biggest thing that is going to be affected here is clients' ability to obviously, purchase those principal residences. But if you have a portfolio of mortgages, right now it's not quite understood how it's going to affect people with a portfolio of mortgages, let's say rental properties, let's say second homes. But as of right now, it is fair to say that this will affect people's ability to, buy second homes, buy income properties, because again, if their income right now is not 4.5 times the amount of debt that they have, mortgages included, of course, then they're not going to be able to qualify for those mortgages. So one thing to maybe mention to your clients, again, it's gonna get implemented in the first quarter of 2025. So something to think about. So what I've included here is just a breakdown of what someone would be able to afford before these new rule changes and then after these new rule changes. So assuming someone were to buy a home that costed around 500K today, like I said, we'd be able to get them somewhere around, let's say 5.25 on a 5 year. Again, I can do better than that in some cases, but you're gonna need about 78K to qualify for a mortgage of that size. Now, after these rule changes, they're assuming, we're assuming that rates have dropped down, first quarter of 2025. We're hoping that, rates could be at 3.5. But again, now they're going to need more money to qualify for this home. With the same amount of money, the 78K, they would only qualify for a house price of 435. So again, 13% less. They would need more money to qualify for that home. Again, get your clients in before it's too late. Last but not least, there's two points of note that I wanted to bring to everyone's attention. First and foremost, there's going to be new rules for first-time home buyers, where they are able to purchase new properties, new builds, with 30-year AMs. So this is going to increase buying power, which is really, really good. Again, it is going to be for only first-time home buyers, and again, it's going to be for people looking to buy new homes. Now, what's going to be interesting is, what is the definition of a new home? Because if it was built in 2017 and maybe, let's say, never occupied, or how, again, like, how new does it need to be considered new? That will be interesting. It's set to be implemented August 1st, so details of that should come out pretty soon. So stand by and maybe subscribe to me to keep up to date with those updates. Lastly, the government of Canada is set to increase how much first-time home buyers are able to take out of their RRSPs. It was set at 35K. They are now able to bring out about 60K for those withdrawals, and also the time that they need to pay back what they took out of their RRSPs has been extended. Well, that's it for me, guys. If you do have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. It's listed below. Feel free to give my number a shout. Again, listed below. What do you guys think about everything? What do you think rates are going to be going to? Where do you think the June meeting is going to go in terms of rates? Let me know. Keep me in the loop. If you guys have clients, again, I'd be happy to help out any way I can. So thank you so much. Bye, guys.